A trick I use that other people use as well. I've got a new, fairly recent set of new strings, flat wounds on this bass, 45 through 100, and I've clamped two capos onto the neck at the first fret, which allows me to detune the strings, because on a Fender I'm going to have to take the neck off to get to the truss rod, and I don't want to lose the strings. I don't want them to pop off and I won't be able to get them back on. So doing this and loosening the strings, which I've already done, until they give me a little play so I can get the neck off, saves me from having to re-wrap strings. So once that's in that position, I'm going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to take off all screws on the back. Actually, I should be going diagonally across, and then I will show you what happens after I take the screws off. Now, with the 4 screws in the back plate off, I'm going to carefully turn the bass over, and I'm going to lift the neck out. Because the strings were tightened, loose enough, I should say, it came right out as I turned it over. And now I'm going to tighten the truss rod. I'm going to do a quarter turn based on the lack of the amount of bowing I saw. I just gave it about a quarter turn, and I sighted down the neck, and the neck looks pretty straight across the top of the frets. And now I can go ahead and place the neck, the heel of the neck back into the neck pocket. I'm going to push it down carefully, and then I'm going to turn the whole bass over. I'm going to go 1 screw at a time, tightening after I put on the back plate. Go 1 screw at a time, same screws, same holes, good idea. You might have seen a little sawdust coming out of yours if they haven't been off, and you can just blow that out a little bit. And then I'll tighten this down. Just tighten down all 4 screws until they would stop turning. Don't want to go too far with it. I'm going to look at the joint where the neck meets the body, and there is no space, and that's critical. And now, as you can see, the strings are ready to be retightened. I'm going to go the E string, then the G string, and retighten them. And once I can feel the tension here, that string, when I take off the capo, is not going to pop off the headstock. And of course, if it had, it becomes a pain in the ass to rewind the strings. And I'll find that these strings have a lot of life left. I like the Ernie Ball. Series 3 is their 100 through 45. Series 2, I think, is a little heavier. Flat wounds, they're my favorite flat wound strings of all time. They are bright and they sound great as compared to ones that are thuddy, particularly on the low E. You really get a beautiful piano tone if you want to play old school flat wounds. So I hope that helps. And once the strings are tight, I can take these off, and then I can get up to tune. But hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to write and ask.